now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That means
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and our home team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, they're scared, they're scared.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike 51. Focus, defense, focus. Check. Check. Man, 80. Check. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run on first down. McCray, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Check, check, check. Motion out of the backfield.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Emmanuel Ogbah able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Ready, ready. 8, read. Recon, 132 fighter.
Get that ball. Check that.
Ready, ready.
On first down, it's Baldwin. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
To throw on 2nd down, Leary. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
They gonna need some therapy after this. Switch.
Hey, Haywood. 2.
From the gun, Leary. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You and I watched film yesterday, and he told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Badgley hit from 59 in his rookie season. This one not quite as long, but he shows off that big leg by hitting another from distance. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Lady, check 50.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Say. Blue draw Corker. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Baldwin. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Hey, Sam off. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Baldwin, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
23 yards, the final tally. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Here we go.
Darnold from the gun. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Red 80, 51. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 51.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Off of play action, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
You're out.
Coming to you. Coming down.
On 1st and 10, Leary.
Check, 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 check.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Slam, slam, slam.
Bam, bam, 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
On the ball.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
first down. It's Baldwin. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Set. 10-2 soft.
Man, I got you.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
He's checking, sir. Crash.
Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Leary escaping the pressure right. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Check curls. Check
61. Matchbox lights.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 9.
Hit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Bullet high. Bang. Gone.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Big grip.
And a hit this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Check 26.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Woo! Yeah, baby. Shift.
Hey, exit. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10.
All day, punt.
Tight dog.
Check safety.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Undercrunch. Hey, switch gear, lady. Slam. Cloud.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Kill, kill, kill. Jack. Check it, lady. Alert flare, flare, flare. You know, young lady. Check 3. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try the left side. McCray, and this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on. You better bring it. Check your hot read. Hey, check 24. Check 24. The lady. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Hey, high 7.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Check. Hey, he's checking cracks. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 31. Hey, lady. Back. 51's a Mike.
Now it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on first down. Leary firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Out of bounds, just short of midfield.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Get him.
Hey, seam 6.
51, Mike. Mike 51. I'm coming.
Go.
2nd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On first down, Leary. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Rock it.
Alert 3. Check. Lucky.
Now a give, right side. Hackett. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check the backer. Share.
Look at me. Go fight.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, lock it.
Switch.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. As the first half is winding down. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Come on, fellas.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch QB drop. Big edge. Shift. Watch the shift. Ready.
Hey, Delta.
Darnold now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
go now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
You must be dreaming.
Hey, watch the edge. Watch the edge.
Greystone, Travis.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hustle.
Check 24.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Check 99.
Hit it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Baldwin, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch twist.
Hey, Sam on. Big grip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch the run.
Hey, check. Ready?
2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Quit talking about it.
You're out.
36. You go tight. You got tight right there. Shift.
General West.
Check.
Bear.
Check nickel. Shift.
On 3rd down, it's Baldwin. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go, baby. Turn over. Let's get that ball.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Last stop.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the screen.
Lady. Hey, wahoo. Check. Red 80. 49. Check 49.
To throw is Darnold. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Drop deep, drop deep.
Go.
The Mike, boys, 51. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Red 80.
Now they are going for it. Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Red 80.
Hey, Haywood.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Switch. Out.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
You don't want none?
Hey, box drop.
51, 51. Watch the run, lady. 51 to Mike.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Charlie.
Watch the ship. 51 to Mike. 50.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back.
Is a turnover on downs.
Okay, ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute. Clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33.
10.
Hey, exit.
53's the Mike.
Looking to throw. Leary. He's going to look deep. And this will be caught. It's Johnson for the Charger touchdown. In for the score. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Baldwin. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Rush in. Joker. Showing A.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Deuce. Check 13. Jam.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 31.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
The hitter here, it's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or do you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll keep it on the ground. McCray. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 3rd down, McCray. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 1st and 10, Leary. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Complete to number 28. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Kill. Sponge. No. Check 26, check 26. Shoot.
Look, squeeze. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Check safety.
61, matchbox right.
Throwing on 1st down. Leary. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Go side. 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Red 80. Mike 51. I don't even know why they... Red 80. Hey, switch gears. Red 80.
Hey, high 7.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the motion.
Buzz.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Back to throw, Darnold. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Hey, Mike 51, you better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Young lady, boy, 51. Here we go.
On first down, Darnold. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense. Kill.
Hey, Echo.
51 to mine.
Throwing again is Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Darnold now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%.
Motion. Red 80. Mike 51.
Again, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Young lady. Motion.
Hey, seam 6.
Right here, guys.
To the air again, Darnold. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal, Raiders.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Get that quarterback at all costs. I got it. I got it. Hey, Mike 51. Yo, lady. Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
Hey, 52.
Boy, 51. Here I come. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Yo, red 80. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 51 to Mike.
Darnold to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Intended that time for Cooper.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions. I'm going to tell you, in the 2015